You feel stuck, perhaps feel that you are repeating the same cycles over and over again. Or maybe you just don't quite know what your place is in the world and how you live life fully beyond the everyday. I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about spiritual life coaching, also known as spiritual direction, and how it may be the one thing to help you thrive in life. Hi, I'm Lori Ingram. I'm a spiritual life coach, and a spiritual director. I guide and mentor those who are on their spiritual journey, whatever that might mean. The work I do is really about identifying deeper patterns and energy blocks that may keep us stuck. And also, I work with people to align with their higher self, creating a life that flows and is in alignment with your purpose, your reason for being, your why, and doing all of that from an energetic and spiritual direction. So you may want to stick around for a few minutes. I'm going to talk a bit more about what got me into this work and what it is, and share a few practical tips for you to take with you today. The first question is, how do you know that you're ready for a change? How do you know something isn't quite right? And I'll share for myself, it was about 10 to 15 years ago when I was approaching middle age, actually in middle age, and I had a successful career. Everything in my life was good, but I really felt that there was something missing. I just didn't know what it was. While I had a successful career, I really was in survival mode. I was working and going home and had really lost my sense of who I was. I had disconnected from many of the things in life that I enjoyed. I felt somewhat unfulfilled and felt a nudge, so to speak, from the universe to go deep and figure this out, right? Figure life out. That just took me down a whole path of exploration and learning that has led me to where I am today. So how do you know that you might be in that same position? Some people call it a midlife crisis, and it's not really about buying the car, or it's not even necessarily about changing careers. It really is about getting in tune with yourself and listening to that voice within yourself that's that's asking you to go deep and explore. And at the same time saying, well, what is holding me back? Because we are human, things will hold us back. And how do we not only identify what's holding us back, but using different spiritual and energetic and mind practices, how do we work through that and open up the door to alignment with our purpose, alignment with joy, alignment with fulfillment? So with any coaching practice, even spiritual life coaching, we start with figuring out where we are and what we feel like we are searching for. Whether we just don't feel happy, or perhaps we feel unfulfilled, or we're like, I just want to do something different with my life. We start with identifying what is coming up for us in that moment. And since I do this from a spiritual perspective, I do it from a place of opening sacred space and inviting in the universe, spirit, whatever that might mean for you, to be a part of the process. And once we uncover the really deep question that we have, we'll also look at what's holding you back, whether it's limiting beliefs, can be stories from our childhood, can be energetic imbalances, can be past lives as well. There's lots of things that we can look at that might give us that opening into what's next. And I do that through many different modalities. And there are lots of people that will use different modalities. So I encourage you, if you're seeking this path, to find what aligns with you. Everything I do is grounded in mindfulness, mindful presence, and the basic beliefs in consciousness that goes beyond our physical body. Through guided meditations, through journaling, through energy work that I do, in particular crystal dreaming, I work with clients to identify and uncover those blocks and shift their lives and create really an actionable plan that's aligned with their soul blueprint. It's really a very practical change that we go through. And everything I do, I went through myself. I started down this path really not knowing or expecting it to lead to me transforming my life and doing something very different than what I had done for a very long career. So being curious and open-hearted is really the way you approach any of this unfolding, because going down this spiritual path, once you start, really becomes a journey for the rest of your life. And our lives are, I believe, one long spiritual journey, whether we necessarily see it like that or not. So being able to look back on our lives, identify choices we've made, taking radical responsibility for transformation are all tenets of doing this kinds of work. And approaching it as a spiritual director, I believe that there is spirit in every moment, and the universe is always speaking to us. So the work is informed by that belief. So a quick story, I had through my journey, and I continue to have mentors and coaches and spiritual directors who each have different roles and they assist me in different ways. Well, when I first started, the first work I did was inner child work, reconnected with my inner child. And that just was very insightful, because with that, I realized how much I had really dismissed my love for creativity and really had lost touch with that inner part of me that just wanted to have fun and color and do all the things. So that began an unfolding that for me began a journey of exploring all sorts of modalities and ways that I could uncover who I really was. And at the same time, when we open those kinds of doors, things will also unfold for us. And I had the opportunity where I worked to become a mindfulness advocate, to lead meditation groups, to talk to people about the benefits of mindfulness to manage stress. That's when I realized that that was the work I wanted to do in the world. It was working with one-on-one or small groups with people to help them in the same way that I had been helped. So sometimes the answers are right in front of us, sometimes they're not, but the joy is in the exploration. And that's how I started and ended up here. So I invite you to do this very simple and quick exercise with me. And if you can, wherever you might be, if you're able to just close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath, connect in with the breath. That's our present moment anchor. And with curiosity, ask yourself, what's the biggest thing in my way right now? And it can be anything from fear to anxiety to just not knowing, but just to visualize it as literally a block in front of you. And just see what words, what phrases might emerge for you in a moment. And now visualize whatever it is that appeared in front of you to dissolve. The warm light, dissolving it. It's gone. And now ask yourself, and in this case, you're asking your higher self, what do you want to tell me right now? What do I need to know? What do I need to do? What's my next step? Whatever it might be. What possibilities are in front of me? And take a moment and write down what came up. This could be the first step that you're taking. And I will share with you that the first step I took many years ago was on one of my daily walks. I really felt that something was trying to get my attention. I don't want to call them voices in my head, but there was a sense that spirit was like, hello, are you there? And I don't remember now, I either asked or was given the name of someone who was, I believe, like an angel reader, somebody who did cards, oracle cards, but also had an angelic connection. And I ended up going to see her. And as a result of seeing her, she connected me with an energy worker and a community who then connected me with other people, who then connected me with other people. And I just started following along the breadcrumbs, so to speak, leading me down a path. So sometimes that first question may seem a little unusual or odd, but sometimes that's all you need to get started down your path. So I would appreciate if this resonates with you, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to share as well a resource for you, another video that you might want to check. I have many out there, and everything is based on my own journey. So I would love if you can share kind of where you are in your spiritual journey, knowing that there's no right or wrong place to be. They're just wherever you are right now. So until next time, may you be loved, may you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy. And may all beings be loved. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. Until next time.